I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side, Concord. You already know what's up. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, we the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a toddler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie in the cockers, know Johnny is the projects, know St. Lucia. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the booth. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking no first I ever wrote, shorty the whole block posted. Everybody not the focus, any social I'm posted. I'm like right, they can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shook. You just heard that he died on the last Friday. How about your feelings, how about them feelings? Come high, I'm the ceiling, come. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill it. In the back, chillin' with you. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I do want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the pay like a visa. Little to the little thick thing, keep it gotta feel like she shines with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been the leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't see it. Just with the got to say about watching never hear about. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they get it right by the public. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on the power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, love to this trying to politics. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, how my songs already. Got them asking how they ain't on already. Take it day by day. My vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shelby on play-by-play, Chris Singleton providing the color, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with the chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Christopher Sanchez.
4-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know the guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Here's Donovan Solano. That's in there. It's 0-1. Sanchez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Victor Robles stands in but 2 away as he takes a ball. That one found hard the other way. 2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Cut on and miss, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go to Mariners. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. You're watching the World Series on The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, showing the slab in today's game, Bryce Miller.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. This is Bryson's stop. Swing, high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! And the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0. That was classic.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Bryce Harper. And first offering is fouled off. Harper went deep in his most recent game. Pitch. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first. Harper retired. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for game 2.
And there's extra pressure on this group after losing the opener. They'll do whatever it takes to avoid that dreaded 2-0 World Series deficit. Look for them to be aggressive, but they can't be reckless in this one.
Langford settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So the Phillies strike first. Game 2 of the World Series. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Foul ball there. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
1 strike.
And there's a foul ball.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Into left center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Grounder might be 2. There's 1.
Got it.
And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the second. Down to third baseman, Alec Bohm. Miller back to work. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Ball 1, no strikes. On the ground to third. Off balance feet. There's 1. Back to first. And that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Chris is already in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the pitch right now.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now batting Max Kepler. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Stretches out and hauls it in. The Phillies get 1 by way of the long ball. And it's back here, Citizens Bank Park. Mitch Garver up to hit here. That's in there.
No ball. 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Good eye right there.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Out to short. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And the batter now, J.P. Crawford. That's in there, and that's strike one. And
That's
ball
a ball.
one. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
Gets a piece, and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Lifted in the air, out to left. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Mason Wynn up next for the Mariners. Knee high, that's in for a strike. And he swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Crawford, the base runner at first with one out. That just misses, and that's ball one. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Marsh makes the grab, and there's two down. Back to the top of the Seattle order. And up next for Seattle, Wyatt Langford. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Whoa.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marsh on the move. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. This one in the air. Raley puts it away for the out. And there's one away. So the lineup flips over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. And that one hammered way back there. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
One down. Bryson Stott will hit next. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. That's towards center. Langford has this one sized up. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Bryce Harper. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Donovan Solano. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. One strike.
That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Stays alive. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Bruce. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One out, runner at second. Ridley now at the plate. On the ground, out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And now Jorge Polanco. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook, excellent footwork, came up with a nice pro hop, throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. But nice job as well by the catcher. Handle that throw, put the tag on, and the ball stays in the middle.
Digging in, Randy Arozarena. Swung on, popped up on the infield. He's got it, and that is that. Mariners leave a couple, still down 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom four, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And Schwarber strikes out.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff pouring in on his hands.
Boom. Batted for the second time, and that's strike one. Bohm, the third overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Right side. Polanco gets it to first. Yeah. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's down and away. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. They're now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Castellanos off of first with 2 away. Got him. Larry Fuller brings him up. Phillies strand 1, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sanchez back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. And they've got their first run. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Crawford in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Stepping in, Mason Wynn. And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Langford, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. And that's just foul.
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's a perfect example right there. Could have been a big swing in this game if it stayed fair.
That misses. And the count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple of runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute, finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it drops in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. Castellanos puts it back in. And the stop sign goes up at third on the potential tying run. And here is Donovan Solano. Up the middle. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 4-3.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Victor Robles.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
4 runs already in the frame here in Game 2 of the World Series. And he boots it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luke Raley. Swing, and he breaks his back. Tosses the first, and there are 2 outs. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. And that's in there at the knees. Outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Robles up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. 2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Base hit center field. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now 1 and 2. Polanco, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's the ball.
2 and 2.
Swings through that one and strikeout. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the M's 5 and the Phillies 3. Back in Citizens Bank Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Max Kepler. And it misses. And it's 1-0.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Real Muto takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Now fly ball to right center. Robles snags it for the second out. Here's Trey Turner. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Turner measures 6 feet 2 inches, 31 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. And it's even up.
1-1.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back, and it's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dick.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this Game 2 of the World Series. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
1-0.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting
One
off
ball,
speed.
one strike.
Next offering is fouled back. That
Two
misses
balls,
the
two
zone.
strikes.
2-2. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Misses off the inside. And 1-1.
1-1.
In there at the knees. Base is
1-2.
empty, one away for the top half of the sixth.
That's
Struck
right.
him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Wing stands in now,
One
looks
ball,
at that
no
one
strike.
inside. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the M's 5 and the Phillies 4. Well, we go bottom 6, and now here is Hartman.
Swinging a foul out of play.
That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed and gone. Bryce Harper goes in. His second over this series. And we're starting over. It's 5-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. New pitcher for the Mariners, Colin Snyder. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Both 2 in this one. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball.
One ball, 2
Well,
strikes.
now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer,
2-2.
better keep your eye on the game.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. And now it's Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive with the full side. Netted out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth. That one outside. And the count 1-2.
1-2. No, that's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Popped in the air, left field. Arozarena makes the grab on the run.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
March at the plate now, and that's inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Max Kepler at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 6-5.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And that is the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. And that's a strike. Flips the corner. And that is strike 2.
One ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Realmuto up with it. Fires the first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter so critical in setting the table, when you got a tight game like this, so a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Late on that fastball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting that at bat. That ball right there landed in what they call the no-man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Really important at bat coming up now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're...
And that is the inning. The one hit is all they get. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Taylor Saucedo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Trey Turner at the plate. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the fifth.
This seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside.
1 strike.
Action in the pen down there. Matt Brash appears to be getting loose. Spire getting loose as well. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford. Now the throw to first on the run.
You're out of there.
Nicely done for the out. Now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1
They
strike.
really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Grounds one to short. Crawford tosses across the first. 2 up, 2 down. And there's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. You're in game 2 of the World Series. The next pitch misses. 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mariners 5. We go to the 8th. Now it's going to be Jorge Polanco. Banks back to work. Right through there for a strike. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that puts the tying run on base.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once he gets the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
No outs. Runner at first. Randy Arozarena getting ready to hit. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And now it's going to be Mitch Garver. First offering, and it just misses. That's a strike.
1-1.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just missed.
Free ball. Strike.
To third. And that's a fair ball. Polanco coming around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single tie game here in the 8th.
That's a good job right there. Get 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
First and second, no outs. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Inside, 1-0. One is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's all they'll get. Mason Wynn up next for the Mariners.
1 ball, no
Well,
strike.
this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. We can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And that's outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see him come home first
3 balls, no strike.
and prevent that run from scoring. Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Wyatt Langford in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And it finds its way through for a hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Langford in the box now, takes strike 1. Crawford at second, Wynn at first, 1 gone. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. 1 runs in, gets off a throw, but it's off.
He's in there.
He will score. And now 9-6.
Back-to-back base hits. Punched that ball down the opposite field line. Just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off and racing for the triple.
Base hit and a run in to score. So, man aboard. Manager out of the Orion Kirkery will take over here. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one carried onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now Luke Raley. Fastball for a strike. Kirkwood, 23 years old, and he was a 5th round. And now this one's a rocket to right, way back there. Gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
The first, and that'll do it. The final. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Trent Thornton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Schwarber at the plate now. That's ball 1.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering is fouled back. And that one is lifted in the air. And it's caught for the out. Here comes Alec Ball. There's a line drive to left field. Arozarena puts it away, and there's 2 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stays in the ballpark.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. One
The
strike.
Phils with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. And
One ball.
1-2.
2 strike.
And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Right through there for a strike. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in
out.
time. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Mitch Garver. And first offering is fouled off. Bases empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 2.
No,
Next
that's low.
offering is down low. That one back up the middle and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. The Mariners up big in this one here in game 2 of the World Series. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Mason Wynn up next for the Mariners. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. 1 second.
He's out.
And it's a double play to end the inning. No run. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Andres Munoz.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here.
Each side almost got him.
No, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, he got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
That misses. Down 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. Right through there for a strike. Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And it falls. And a good start to the inning. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Now a screamer into the outfield. Langford falls it in for the out. 1 down. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 0 for 3 in this one. To short, could be 2. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Here's Turner now. Cut on and lifted in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. March around third. He's safe.
No,
and now it's
he's
12-7. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Bryson Stott the next to hit. Hit in the air left field. He's there. He's got it. Both runners tagging. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 12-8. And here comes the Gabe Spire gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think that's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Harper in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Towards first. Slides for the stop. Throw to the pitcher. And what a play. Ball game.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to bog down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
The 12-8 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.